Welcome to yoga. You won't need anything for your practice today except for a chair. So grab a chair that has a back but no sides, like the one you see on screen. Pause here to grab your chair. Otherwise, if you're ready, let's begin. Take a seat on your chair with your feet flat on the ground about hip distance apart so your legs are parallel coming out of your hip sockets. With 90 degrees in your knees, place your hands on your thighs. Sit up tall. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Out through your nose. Feel your shoulders relax. Again, in through your nose. A little deeper. Out through your nose. Feel your face relax. One more time, in through your nose. Out through your nose. Feel your body relax. And continue to breathe smooth and deep in and out through your nose through the rest of your practice and the rest of your day, to invite a sense of peace and grounding. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and lower your chin down towards your chest. Let your head hang heavy as you slowly soften with each exhale. So even the smallest muscles along your neck, at the base of your skull, in between your shoulder blades, can relax. With your hands holding onto your knees, slowly lift your chin up, take your time, and then pull your chest forward as you roll your shoulders open and lift your chin up. This is like a seated cow pose, so you're opening up through your chest and stomach, even the front of your neck. Take a big breath in and lift your chest up a little higher. Then as you breathe out, slowly come back to center and then round your spine, tuck your chin, cave your chest, and feel your shoulders roll in towards each other. Press the space between your shoulder blades back towards the back of your seat. And if you need to scoot forward on your seat to make more room, go ahead. Exhale everything from your lungs. Then as you inhale, pull your chest forward, lift your chin up, roll your shoulders back for that seated cow pose. Then exhale to round your spine, tuck your chin, cave your chest, and press your back for seated cat back. One more time. Inhale to roll your chest forward, lift your chin up. Exhale to cave your chest and round your spine. And slowly make your way back to your seated neutral position. Those cat-cow spinal waves can be done anytime throughout the day to help wake up your spine and release tension. So keep that in your back pocket. Now lift your right knee up so your foot is hovering and grab onto your shin underneath your right knee. You can interlace your hands or overlap, whichever is comfortable for you. And from here, alternate between flexing and pointing your toes, exploring the movement and sensation as you wake up the muscles in your right foot. And then draw big circles with your toe in one direction, waking up the muscles in your ankles and calves. Then draw big circles in the other direction. And now that you feel your foot, and you're very aware, lower your right foot down onto the ground and straighten out your right leg. So you'll have to slide your right heel forward. With your right leg straight, flex your right toes back towards your face and then slowly walk yourself forward. You can support your weight on your left forearm onto your left thigh as you hinge at your hips, coming into a hamstring stretch. So this is the chair version of what we call Hanumanasana prep or half splits. And you don't need to fold yourself down towards the ground for a deeper stretch. Instead, I want you to focus on hinging at your hip to draw your chest towards your thighs. And once you're there, once you can feel sensation in the meat of the muscle, then just breathe and relax a little deeper with each exhale. Take your time as you walk your hands back up, coming back up into your seated position. Draw your right leg back and notice how your right leg feels. And then lift your left knee up, grab onto your left shin and begin alternating flexing and pointing your left toes. Then draw big circles in one direction. Ideally, when you're doing these kinds of foot and ankle mobility exercises, you're not aggravating or adding to any kind of inflammation. Then switch to the other direction. So always remember, relax, don't strain, listen to your body. Now extend your left leg long, straight down on the ground, flexing your left toes back. And take your time as you walk your upper body forward, lowering your right forearm down onto your right thigh. And breathe. For this hamstring stretch here, remember to hinge at your hip, stay long in your spine, and relax what you don't need, even from the tiniest muscles in your face. So the biggest muscles in your legs can also relax. Then take your time as you walk your hands back up. Return your left leg back into your seated position and notice how your left leg feels. For lunge position, turn your whole body to the right and use the back of your chair to assist with balance and support as much as you need. Adjust yourself so you can lower your left knee down towards the ground and the chair is completely supporting your right thigh and hip. Now you can stay here with your left knee pointing down towards the ground, or you can stretch your left leg back into a deeper lunge variation. The idea here is to create an opening along your left hip flexor. And for an even deeper stretch, reach your left arm up to the ceiling, an option to lean back slightly for a deeper opening from your back heel to the front of your left leg, up through your chest, reaching up through your arm. Then for a twist, first, place both hands on your front thigh and take any arching out of your back. So lean forward slightly, creating a straight spine from your hips through the crown of your head. Then place your right hand on the back of your chair as you turn your upper body towards the right. And if it feels good, you can slide your left hand down the outside of your leg, deepening your twist. Or you can place your hands wherever you need to for support. But remember, straining for a deeper twist will leave you feeling strained. Focus on your deep breath, creating space and releasing tension. 3, 2, 1. Slowly unwind your twist, coming back to center. And then for a warrior 2, spin your back heel down as you open your body towards the left. You can take your hands to your hips here, or you can reach your arms front and back like a warrior at any point. Be mindful that your front knee is tracking open, not caving in. And take a peek at your back foot, and see if you can turn your toes in just a little bit so your heel is the furthest thing away from your body. Now find the warrior that serves you, completely supported by the chair underneath you. For a reverse warrior, reach your right arm up to the ceiling, and you can leave your left hand on your left hip, or you can slide your left hand down your thigh. Stretch up through your right fingertips, creating length along your right side. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, lower your right hand down, coming into extended side angle. Lower your right forearm to your right thigh as you lean to your right slightly. With your left hand on your left hip, keep your left shoulder rolling open so you're not caving down towards the ground. You're welcome to stay right here, just breathing, holding, and relaxing into place. Or you can reach your left arm up to the ceiling, or even reach it overhead for a deeper variation of the pose. Using your core strength, take your arms down by your sides and slowly rise. One more reverse warrior just to stretch it out. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling, big breath in. Then as you breathe out, take your hands down to your chair and take your time as you slowly come back to your seated position. Drag your left knee in, adjusting until you come back to both hips down on your seat, feet flat in front of you, hands on your knees, sitting tall through the crown of your head. Big breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Now let's do the other side. Take your time as you turn your body towards the left side of your chair, and then adjust yourself so that the seat is supporting your entire left thigh and hip, so you can lower your right knee down towards the mat. Use your hands on your chair at the seat and at the back to support yourself as much as you'd like. And find a similar variation that you took on the other side. So you can keep your knee reaching down towards the ground, or you can stretch your ankle back far into a deep lunge, or anywhere in between. Then take your time as you find a similar arm variation that you did on the other side as well. If ever you find yourself in a pose where you can no longer breathe, that means you've gone too far. So remember to adjust and modify these poses to fit your body today. So remember to breathe in and out through your nose, slowly and deeply within every pose. Now for the twist. Take your hands to your front thigh and lean forward to create a long spine from your hips through your shoulders, through the crown of your head. Then take your time as you place your left hand to the back of your chair and turn your upper body to the left, turning through your chest, shoulders, chin, and gaze. Notice how your breath feels within your twist. Slowly unwind, coming back to your lunge position, and then open up into your warrior two. Spin your back heel down as you open your hips, and find a similar variation in your arms that you took on the other side. Notice how this side feels. And the full expression of Warrior Two is reaching your arms front and back, with your gaze over your left fingertips. Work your way towards that with practice, with time, and with consistency. Next is a reverse warrior. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling, breathing into the slight stretch in your left side body. With your back hand on your hip or grazing down your thigh. Think of this pose as a way to create length to reach up, not as a way to reach back. Next is extended side angle. Lower your left forearm down to your left thigh. With your right hand to your right hip, roll your right shoulder back. So you're opening up into this pose. You're leaning back and lifting up towards the ceiling instead of caving forward and letting gravity take hold. Your lower body is supported by the chair beneath you, but your strong core and back will carry the weight of your upper body so that you can roll open and lean back. And if you did on the other side, reach your right arm up to the ceiling or even overhead for a deeper variation of this pose. Three, two, one. Come back into your warrior two, rising your torso back up to neutral. Then take one reverse warrior, reach your left arm up to the ceiling, big breath in, and then lower your arms back down as you breathe out, and slowly, mindfully adjust yourself back into your neutral seated position with both feet flat on your mat, facing forward, feet and knees hip distance apart. Sit tall through the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders and take a big breath in, big breath out. Next, we'll move into a ragdoll fold from our chair. So feel free to take your feet a little bit wider for more stability and to create more space for your upper body. Then use your hands to walk your upper body forward as you slowly lower down towards the ground. Take your time. Eventually, when your hands are down on the ground supporting you, let your head hang heavy and relax your upper body so you can hang loose like a rag doll. Your neck is relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, shoulders are soft and arms long and loose. Feel your breath as it travels up and down your spine, creating space and releasing tension wherever you need it. This pose is extremely relaxing. It's like pushing the brakes on any fight or flight response you might be having in your body. So if at any point throughout your day or especially at night before bed, you feel like your mind is racing. You're having a hard time calming down. Remember this pose. And how it feels as you breathe and melt into place. Now to come out, take your time as you slowly prop up on your hands and lift your head up, coming into somewhat of a halfway lift with a long flat back. Then you can take your hands or your forearms to your thighs to slowly rise back up into your seated position, inhaling as you come all the way up. Once you're back up to seated, take a moment to settle in. Find your breath. Ground down through your feet. And with your face relaxed, shoulders soft, take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now close your eyes and bring your hands together at heart center. From this place of peace within me to this place of peace within you. Namaste.